Welcome once again, dear students, to this new online class. This class is meant for a second semester FYU GP students, and the paper is English Core Paper 2. The title of the paper is Form, Genres and Concepts. So I've already told you about the paper in my offline class as well as a previous online class. Now today I will take one of the genres or one of the forms and discuss that in as the class progresses. Now, the topic I have taken today, or the genre I have taken today, is what is called the dramatic monologue. So, the name the dramatic monologue. First of all, we must take into account the fact that though it is called dramatic, it is not a piece of drama, or it's not even a component of drama. It belongs to the poetic genre. The dramatic monologue does not belong to the dramatic genre, but it belongs to the poetic genre. And under poetry, it belongs to the lyric genre or lyrical genre. So it's a lyric poem. The whole poem is uttered as a speech made by a single speaker, so it is lyrical. So it's called dramatic. That means it has affinities with the drama, though it is not drama per se. It is actually poetry. And what kind of poetry? Lyric poetry. So the dramatic monologue is a poem, a lyric poem. We'll go further into it. Now it's a monologue, so it's not a dialogue. Dialogue you find in drama. It's a monologue, as that means a single speaker speaks. There is no one else who exchanges words with the speaker. So it's a lengthy speech made by a single speaker, hence it's called a monologue. A similar device is used in drama actually, which is called a soliloquy. In drama, sometimes a character appears on stage alone and he speaks out his mind. That kind of a speech is called a soliloquy. There it is assumed that there are no listeners. This dramatic monologue is different, as we shall see. That is soliloquy, which is a dramatic component. The dramatic monologue has nothing to do with drama. Of course, you can recite the poem in front of an audience on a stage with or without costumes and with or without a scenic background. That way, you can call it dramatic because of that as well. But let's get to the main idea behind this naming, the dramatic monologue. So it's a poem, a lyrical poem. It's a long speech made by a single speaker. Now, what are the other qualities that a dramatic monologue needs to have? It's a single speech of a single speaker. Yes, it is made at a critical moment. The speech is made at a critical moment. Number one. Number two, the presence of the audience. That means though it's a single speaker speaking, there are listeners. Remember, in the soliloquy, it is assumed that there are no listeners. In the dramatic monologue, there are listeners. There is an audience. But their presence, their reaction, or their words, we don't hear. We come to know of them only from hints and clues in the speaker's speech itself. So that's the difference. So dramatic monologue, number one, it is a single man speech, lengthy speech at a crucial moment. Number two, the presence of the audience and its reaction and words we come to know only from hints and clues in the speech of the single speaker. Third, the dramatic monologue is self-revelatory. That is, the writer's purpose in writing this dramatic monologue is character study. We get to know about the character and temperament of the speaker. So there is some psychological study. This is what a dramatic monologue is. Plus, remember, very important, in a dramatic monologue, the speaker is not the poet. So these are the characteristics of a dramatic monologue. It's a poem, it's a lyrical poem, lyrical genre it belongs to. It's a lengthy speech made by a single speaker. The speaker is not the poet. The presence of at a crucial moment he makes the speech. The presence of the audience we come to know from hints and clues in the speech of the speaker itself. And thirdly, There is character study, psychological study. It is self-revelatory, and the purpose of the objective of the writer is to bring out, reveal the character and temperament of the speaker. Now, this persona, the speaker, is created by the writer. The character may be a historical or a mythical character. For example, Tennyson's dramatic monologue Ulysses creates the character Ulysses, who is actually Odysseus of Iliad and the Odyssey. So an epic character, he makes the speaker of his poem, and he reveals the mind of the character at a particular crucial moment, when Ulysses calls upon his former mates to once again embark on an adventure. That is the crucial moment that reveals the mind of and character and temperament of Odysseus or Ulysses, the temperament of following knowledge like a sinking star. That sort of a mental makeup he has. So that is the dramatic monologue. Now, this dramatic monologue has affinities with the drama. That is why it's called dramatic, though it's a poem. What are the affinities? The very fact that it's a speech made to an audience is a dramatic quality. Second, character study is a dramatic quality. But there are other issues which tell us that it's not dramatic. What are the non-dramatic qualities? There is no incident, and there is no dialogue. Hence, it is not drama. It is a poem with certain dramatic qualities. That is what a dramatic monologue is. Now, this dramatic monologue developed and was perfected in the Victorian period. Okay, and we said already we took the name of Alfred Lord Tennyson, who is a master of the craft. But the poet who brought this into perfection is Robert Browning. So when we talk about dramatic monologue, we talk about Robert Browning actually. The origins of this genre is obscure, though we take the names of Theocritus and Ovid. Theocritus and Ovid. Theocritus, the Greek poet, ancient poet; Ovid, the Roman ancient poet. Their poems are supposed to have influenced the development of the dramatic monologue, though the craft was perfected by Robert Browning in the Victorian period. Theocritus wrote what are called idylls. Now, these idylls are long speeches, self-revelatory, dramatic, and conversational. Hence, they are supposed to have influenced or impacted the growth of this particular genre called the dramatic monologue. But we know the two. First of all, it's Browning, and then Tennyson. These are the two poets mainly noted for their dramatic monologue, and especially it is Robert Browning. So Victorian genre with an obscure origin, though Theocritus and Ovid can be given the credit of initiating this genre. It's a poetic genre, lyrical. It has some affinities with the drama. The speech, character study are qualities that make it dramatic. What are non-dramatic qualities are the lack of incident and the lack of dialogue. It's a long speech made by a single speaker at a crucial time. The speaker is a persona created by the poet, either historical or mythical or epic. He is not the poet. The presence of the audience is there, we know from the speech of the speaker. Then third, it is aimed at character study, at self-revelation, at revealing the temperament and character of the speaker. So that is what the dramatic monologue is. It's not drama, neither is it a dramatic component of drama. It's a poetic genre, lyric poetry. So that is, I think that much should be enough about the dramatic monologue. This is the first genre we are studying. I started the dramatic monologue. As we move forward, we'll take up one after the other. Like we'll take up novel maybe the next, and then the short story, etc., etc. But today was the beginning of our genres, and the dramatic monologue is briefly this. I hope this will help you, and we hope to meet you again in another of my online classes. So thank you and good luck.